Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's daily LeetCode question is Iceland parameter. So it is an easy level question. So it is asked in Facebook, Google and Amazon. So we are given a grid of row and columns. So it representing a map. So now what is a map? So a map contains 1 and 0. So grid will contain only 0 and 1 character. So 1 represents the land and 0 represents the water. So we need to find the perimeter of the island. So just imagine the grid is a map of an island. So we just need to find the perimeter of that island. Now how to find the perimeter of island? Let's look into it by seeing an example. Okay guys, now let's look into this example. So let's imagine this our grid. So this cell represents 0, this cell represents 1 because it is water, it is land. So land will represent 1 as value, water will represent 0. Now how to find the perimeter? So the perimeter is easy to find. The side which is connected to water is a calculated perimeter, so we can take that as a perimeter. See, this cell is 1, but none of these cells sides are connected with water, so it literally gives us 0% value. So you can see that the perimeter of this grid is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 16. See guys, the 16 sides of this land is connected with water, so we have to return 16. Okay guys, I hope you understand the question. So let's look into the approach part. Okay guys, now let's look into the approach part. Say if you are here at this cell, so what you can do is you can either move left, you can either move right, you can either move up, either you can move down. If any of these actions will containing water as their cell, so you can simply calculate that side. So for this cell you can calculate 1 plus 1 plus 1, so it is 3. Okay guys, now for this cell you can move either up, you can move either down, you can move either left, or you can move either right. So you can see that the 3 cells are giving us the water, so you can clearly add that sides to the perimeter, so it will be 3. For this cell, then neither you can move up, you can move down, you can move left, you can move right, are giving us a water solution. So the 4 sides of the middle cell are closed, they were filled with land, so we will simply adding 0 to our perimeter. So the same applies to this cell, the same applies to this cell, the same applies to this cell, the same applies to this cell also. So you can see that 3 3 2 2 3 3, the total is 16. I hope you understand this solution. So let's look into the code explanation. Okay guys, now let's look into the code explanation. So here we will be initializing a parameter variable, and we will be passed a grid as a parameter to the function. So we will find out the row size and the column size. So grid, so this row size is 4 and the column size is also 4, so it will be 3. So we will be traversing to the grid, and if any cell of the grid is 1, means it's land, so we will be checking up, down, right and left. So the move function will return us if any of the sides are, if the left side is water, it will return 1. If the left side is not water, it will return 0. So we will simply add that to our parameter. So after all the iterations of the cell, we will just return the parameter as a result. So the time complexity of this program is big of n square, because we will be using 2 loops and we will be traversing the each array. each cell, and the space complexity is of big of 1 because we are not using any extra space and to store the grid again. We will be using just one variable to store the parameter of the grid. Okay guys, so the code is in the GitHub, please visit. Thank you.